This month's webinar will be on Mozy Mobile, so I'll just take you a quick look through the Windows or the Android interface and also the iOS interface, and then we'll take any questions towards the end. So for anybody who hasn't joined us before, my own name is Niall Fahy. I'm the education coordinator at Mozy. So I deal with the internal and external trainings for Mozy. So our internal technical support staff, and also for external partners who do their own tech support for Mozy. Okay, so we'll just get started. So as I said there a second ago, this will be probably a bit shorter than most of our other webinars. So we'll just go through the features of the Android app, and then we'll go through the features of the iOS app. And in both of them, I'll show you how they interact with Mozy Sync, okay, if you're using Mozy Sync. Okay, so on Android, so Mozy mobile app is available from the Android marketplace, so it can be downloaded from there as long as Mozy is enabled. Mozy mobile is enabled on all Mozy Pro accounts. And it can be downloaded. So if you just go to the marketplace and download it, you then use your own login credentials. Okay, so the same login credentials you will use for your client on your actual desktop machine or on your laptop, you'd use the same login. So once you open up the app on Android, it'll look similar to this. You get a window like this with your download options and your restores, or your recent viewed, and your photos and your music and stuff like that. What we're going to look at first, though, is if I open up my Mozy or my all file section, what I get here, okay, is I'll actually get a breakdown of the backups, so the machines that are on my that are connected to this email address and password, and also the sync folder. So I can open up any of these. Okay, so I can actually go into these machines. I can get a file and I can actually download it. Okay, so if you see a little lock on a computer like this, this just means that there was custom encryption used on the file or on the machine. So rather than the Mozy default encryption, this machine is actually using its own custom encryption key, and that's why there's a lock on it there. Okay. For settings on the Android app, it's just these little 3 dots down in the bottom right hand corner. If we click on that, we will open up the settings within the Android window. From here, okay, so from the Android client, we can change the passcode lock. Okay, so if you want to lock Mozy with a passcode, so that the next time you open up the app, you don't have to log in. You can just prompt by a passcode. You can just create a passcode for your Android phone. Okay, and that will just allow you access to the Mozy app without having to enter your username and password every time. You can change the passcode. You can manage your personal key. Upload settings then and upload status are the next two things we're going to look at there on the Android app. Upload settings, okay, it relates to automatic photo uploads and video uploads from the Android one, from the Android client. So if you have automatic photo upload enabled, it just means if you take a photo on your phone, it'll automatically be uploaded to Mozy servers, to your Mozy Sync account. Okay, so as you take them, they're uploaded to the your Mozy Sync account online. You have two options down the bottom there. If you see underneath automatic upload, only on Wi-Fi and never when roaming. Okay, so obviously we recommend, if you don't want to be using up your data packet, that you should only use automatic photo upload on Wi-Fi, because otherwise you're going to eat into your data plan for your data allowance on your actual carrier. Also, never when roaming, to avoid any unexpected data charges when you're outside and when you're actually roaming. So again, that will increase your mobile charges. So that's just in terms of automatic uploads, if you want to use automatic uploads on Android. In terms of the upload status, to check how a backup, or if you're uploading files directly from your mobile app to Sync, then you can check on the upload status here from the upload status menu in the settings. Okay, it'll tell you how many files are pending and if any of them failed to upload, and if what's the estimated time to completion for them. File options. So you have obviously you have file options in terms of viewing files from within the Android app. Okay. On your machines, so your desktop machine or your laptop that you're backing up, you can access those files from the Android app as well. Okay. The options on those files are as follows, as you see there. You can share, you can open, or you can download the file. If you download it, it'll go to the SD card on your actual Android phone. Okay, if you open it, it will open a view of it so that you can view it. It will only be able to be opened if you're using the default Mozy encryption. If you're using a custom encryption, you will not be able to open the file from the mobile app. In sync then, the advantage you have in sync is that you can upload obviously files to your sync folder from the app, from the mobile app. So you have the additional option to delete files then as well from the file options there. Whereas if you open up your desktop machine from the mobile app, you don't have the ability to delete files from there. You only have the ability to view them or to download them. Whereas if you're opening your Mozy Sync folder and looking at files there, you can view them, you can download them, or you can delete them from the app. So if you delete the file from your app, that then gets synced to your Mozy Sync folder. So whatever folders you may have on, whatever files you may have within your Mozy Sync, that deletion will get pushed to our servers online, but then also to the machines that you have Sync installed on. Okay. If you wish to upload to Mozy, okay, if you wish to upload files to your Mozy Sync and you're doing manual uploads of images, open up your gallery, and then when you click on the file to share, you will get a list of activity choosers. Okay, so you're going to select, in that instance, you're going to select Mozy. Once you select Mozy, you will get a window, you will get a view like this. Okay, so we'll give you the option to upload to your online sync folder. Okay, you can select that folder there, hit upload, and it'll upload the file into that folder on your Mozy Sync. That then gets pushed to our servers online and then gets pushed to the machines that you have Mozy Sync installed on. Okay, so that file then is available on those machines. And that's just in terms of uploading to Sync. So the main benefit, I suppose, so far you can see there from the Android app, and it's the same for the Mozy mobile app on iOS, is that it's useful for viewing your files, and that's about all. Unless you're using Mozy Sync, you can upload stuff to your Sync and you can delete stuff from your Sync. In terms of your desktop machine, it's only going to allow you to view some of your files or download them to the actual machine, or to the actual your actual Android phone. So the main benefit comes from interacting with Sync, so uploading files and deleting files from your Sync folder. On the iOS app, it's slightly different, but the view and the look of it is very much the same. Okay, so from here again, you have the same home screen. On My Mozy, you have the recent and your photos, your documents. Okay, you have favorites and stuff like that. We're going to look at the settings again, or the All Files option here on the iOS. Again, similarly, this is similar to the Android application. You hit All Files and it will show you the Sync folder for this account and also backups. Okay, obviously if you don't have Sync installed, it'll just show you the backup machines linked to this account. It'll show you when they were last backed up, and you can click into that machine and go through your file structure to look for the files that you want to actually view from the application. Settings can be accessed from anywhere in the iOS app, and it's this little gear at the top. When you open up settings, it's a very much pared back version than compared to the Android. So you have a passcode lock again. You slide it on to enable it, slide it off to disable it. If you slide it on for the first time, it will prompt you to create a passcode. You create your passcode, it'll ask you to confirm your passcode, and then it's created. Again, what that allows is that the next time you open up the Mozy application on your phone, it'll just prompt you for that passcode rather than you having to log into your Mozy account. Okay? You can change your passcode from there. It'll tell you the Mozy user on the account, and you can also sign out from there as well if you wish. So coming back to the main view here, we're going to look at uploads. So for viewing files and so on, it's similar enough to the Android one. You can come here to My Mozy and look at the recent files that were uploaded to your account. You can look at history of maybe files that you accessed previously. Documents will just take you to all document files and so on. All files then will actually take you through the structure. So the actual file structure of your backups. Uploads then, okay, similar to Android, you can do manual uploads on the Mozy iOS app. The difference is the Mozy iOS app doesn't allow for automatic uploads like the Android application does. You have to do it manually. So if you want to manually upload files to your Mozy Sync account, you just hit this plus sign up in the top right hand corner. It will then ask you to select the file. Okay, so from take a picture, or to actually, choose from your camera roll. And it is, at this moment in time, it is only images that you can upload to your Mozy Sync from the Android or from the iOS application. So you can upload the file to your sync folder, or you can actually suggest a different location that you're going to upload it to within sync. Okay, if you hit other, it'll give you the list of folders within your sync account. You could select one of those folders and then hit upload, or you can hit new folder down here. Okay, so you can click into a folder, or you can click on new folder. Once you're happy with the location, if you want to create a folder, you can do so, and then you just select the upload option. Once you hit that upload button, you get a view like this. Okay, so what happens here is that it'll show you the files being uploaded, the size of them, and their progress. This little bar here is a little progress bar, and if you hit X on any of them, it will stop the upload. Okay, as it's uploading, this is what it'll look like. As they complete, it'll give you a green check mark for those files. Okay, again, similar to the Android application, going through, as I said, through the folder structure, you can get options on the files. So if you go into your machine here and open up your desktop, you can select a file here. If you click on the file here, or you hit information here, okay, so if you hit information, you get these options here. You get the options to view the file or open it in another application that you may have on your iOS, your iPhone or your iPad. Okay, so it'll allow you to open it up in a different application. Maybe you have a Word document viewer downloaded on your phone, or you can just view it. If you view it as well, you have additional options from there. So you will see an image of the file here. So you can scroll down it, you can look through it, you can zoom in on the file, you can view the file as it is, and you have additional options down the left-hand corner here, and that is email the file or open it in a different application. Okay, so if you hit the information button here, it gives you these two options to view it or open in. If you actually hit this little arrow here in the corner, it'll give you these additional options down the bottom left-hand corner. Okay, and that is email the file to someone or open it in a different application. From your sync, okay, so if you access your sync account, then unlike your desktop machine where you can view things and stuff like that, on your sync account, if you hit the information button on the file, you get additional options. You can view the file, you can save it to your camera roll if it's an image, you can open it in a different application, or you can actually delete the file from the sync folder. Because sync is a synchronization tool, obviously, and it's accessing your various machines that have you're using the software on. We do allow the ability to delete the file from the application here because it's tying into your sync folders elsewhere. Whereas the backup client is meant for disaster recovery. That's why we only let you to view the files from those from the backup software. Whereas with the sync software, you can actually view it, you can delete it as well. Okay, so if you want to, again, if you additional options you have then as well as you can email the photo, you can save it to the camera roll, or open it in a certain location, or delete the file. Okay, same options you would get again if you hit the arrow in the right hand corner. So as I said, that it's a short walkthrough of the application. I will take any questions on it now. So I will leave the next few minutes open to any questions you may have on the Mozy mobile application. So hi Frank, just in relation to your question, is the app only useful if you're using Mozy Sync? No, not necessarily. You can view your files as well from your desktop machine, from your desktop or your laptop or your server that you're backing up as well. You can still view those files, but that's all you can do from the mobile app, is you can actually just view the files, or as you saw there, you can email a file to someone from the application. So scenario, maybe that comes in useful. You have something saved on your desktop to your Mozy account. You go out to a meeting and you leave your laptop after you realize you need a file. Maybe you can log into the mobile app on your phone. You can find the file and email it to somebody that's going to be at the meeting with you, and you can open it on their machine then. So that's the kind of uses of the mobile app. It's not just useful with Sync, but Sync does allow you to upload photos to it on iOS and Android, and it also allows you to remove files and folders from it. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. If there's any other questions, just pop them in the question box below. And when we have a moment, I would like to thank everybody for attending again today's webinar. I know it was a short webinar, but we chose to do this topic during the summer months, as we know, people are in and out of the office and maybe may not have the full hour to give over to a webinar. So that's the reason for choosing this topic at this time. But I do thank those of you who have joined. And again, if there's any questions, please just let me know. Okay, so if there's no other questions, we can leave it there. Again, thank you for everybody for joining. I know it was such a short webinar. Next month's webinar in August will be on managing resources within the administration console. So adding resources, how to manage resources in terms of users and user groups and stuff like that, and limiting resources to certain users and so on. Yeah, we will be doing one on Mozy Sync. I have it scheduled for later in the year. If you just give me 2 seconds there, I'll pull up. So, Michelle, we have one scheduled in for October of this year for Mozy Sync. But if you do want to find out some information on it beforehand, there's a lot of information available on our support.mozy.com inside in the community. So that's support.mozy.com, and you'll find information in there on Sync. So when I send out this recording, I will include a link to some of the articles on Mozy Sync.